South Hill Park Arts Centre will disappear without your support. Help us raise £500,000 and save Bracknell's much-loved arts centre. Please, donate today. southhillpark.org.uk/donate.
Hello everybody, my name is Abi Powell. I'm going to do a couple of songs for you guys, thanks to South Hill Park. This first one is an original, and it's called Thank You For Nothing. I got a smile on my face, not to go. I got a smile on my face, nobody knows why. Why? I got a smile on my face and you didn't put it there. I'm gonna put on nice clothes and do my hair tonight. Oh, tonight. So thank you for nothing. I said thank you for nothing. Thanks for wasting my time. Why did I try? Oh, why did I try? I'm gonna do other things you didn't like. I'm gonna party hard into the night, the night. Oh, the night. I'm gonna see all the friends that you hated. I'm gonna make up for the time that I wasted on you. Well, on you. And so thank you for nothing. I said thank you for nothing. Thanks for wasting my time. Why did I try? Why did I try? And it's on your memories. There's nothing you can do or say to me. And people said you've been losing sleep. Well, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine with me. Said thank you for nothing. I said thank you for nothing. Thanks for wasting my time. Why did I try? Why did I try? So thank you for nothing. I said thank you for nothing. Thanks for wasting my time. Why did I try? Why did I try? That was one of mine. That was called Thank You For Nothing. I'm going to do a cover. It's going to be my last song. Thank you, South Hill Park, for having me. My name is Abi Powell. If you want to go and like my Facebook page, that would be very much appreciated. It's Abi Powell Music on Facebook. Cool, so this one is a cover of a White Stripes song. This is called Seven Nation Army. I'm gonna fight 'em over. Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it all, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forward through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it alone. don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna give it to you. That ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And a feeling coming from my bones says find a home. I'm gonna Wichita, far from this opera forevermore. I'm gonna work the straw, make the sweat and blip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. I know the words are bleed from me, but I will bleed no more. And the stains are coming from my blood tell me to go back home. Thank you very much for listening. My name's Abi Powell. On Facebook, Abi Powell Music. Thank you so much, South Park, for having me. And stay safe, and we'll see you all soon.
Hi everyone, thanks so much for listening to our first episode of South Park Sounds. I had the chance to catch up with Abi Powell over Zoom to ask her a few questions about her music, and this is what she had to say. Hi Abi, thanks so much for joining us. Why don't you start just by introducing yourself to everyone?
So, hello, my name is Abi Powell. I am 23, I'm from Bracknell, and I do gigs around the Bracknell area.
Fantastic. So in terms of your style of music, how would you describe it?
So I'd probably describe it as sort of pop, rock kind of influences.
Who influences you when you're making music?
My main influences probably would be somebody like presently, probably somebody like Pink, but from the past, people like Janis Joplin, and people like Alanis Morissette and Annie Lennox. I think all of them have this sort of what you would call not mainstream sort of look and sound, which I quite like. Yeah, and I probably would say that I'm probably not a mainstream sound type of person either, and I like that about them. And they're all got sort of pop rock influences, which is my kind of music as well.
So when you start writing a song, where do you begin? What's your process?
So it's a difficult one, really. I tend to start with melodies and chords and things like that and come up with the lyrics afterwards. But I don't always do that. I mean, sometimes I have like a line of lyrics in my head that I know I want to use, or like even just like a couple of words that fit together really well that I think I want to have that somewhere in a song, and then I'll build the lyrics around that one sort of sentence and then come in with the music, with the actual like melodies and chords later. But I do tend to normally start with chords and melodies because I find that easier than actually writing the lyrics.
And what inspires you to make music in the first place?
So I tend to write music based on sort of my life and my life experiences, and also experiences of others and my friends and family and things like that they're going through. So when I first started writing music, I literally was like 13 and writing about boys at school and things like that. So it started like that, really, starting about how I was feeling while I was at school. And then as I got older, I started writing about more sort of serious things that were going on, and it helped me sort of deal with all the different paths of life all the challenges that you face as you get older, and it sort of helped me with that.
Have you been inspired by lockdown to write some new music and respond to how it's made you feel?
Do you know, it's really difficult during lockdown. I've tried to sort of write a song about what is going on and how everything is at the moment, but it's really difficult to not. I don't want my music to sound sort of cliche. And I find trying to write about this experience, because everybody knows what is going on. There's no hidden message behind those lyrics. Everybody knows what's happening. So I find it actually really difficult to write about things like that. But I'm trying still, but I haven't actually been very successful with any songwriting at the moment, but who knows, still got time, so that can change.
Absolutely. Who knows how long this is going to go on for? It's a nightmare. But when we are out of lockdown, where is it that you like to perform?
So my first ever gig actually was at South Hill Park. When I was 15, I did a gig at the Cellar Bar at South Hill Park. And then from there, I got gigs at like the food festival at South Hill Park, and I think it was called like the Affinity Festival. I don't think they run that there anymore, but that was my first ever like festival type gig at South Hill Park. So I started off in Bracknell. I lived in Bracknell at the time. I live just down the road from Bracknell now, but so I tend to perform sort of Berkshire, Hampshire, Surrey. I do a lot of pub gigs. I run my own open mics as well in local pubs, in sort of 5 or 6 local pubs. Well, I did run my own open mics. Obviously, I don't at the moment. And I'm also in a band, so we gig around all the local festivals and pubs and things like that. So yeah, try and keep as busy as possible.
Yeah, definitely. And so, in terms of local artists, is there anyone that you think that we should know about that we might not be aware of at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. There's so many. Running open mics, I've met so many people there that are just amazing, and everybody should know about all of them, but I can't list them all. But the people that stand out for me are people like Nicole Allen. She is a singer-songwriter based in Reading. She does gigs sort of around the Reading area. There's Fred Irwin, who's a singer-songwriter. Alfie Griffin, the Amazing Tiger Band. Oh God, there's so many. There really is. But yeah, all of these people are trying their best to do things online at the moment. Trying to keep the community together and keep doing their music. So yeah, support all the local live music you can at the moment, because we're all feeling the hit.
We certainly are. So, why do you think it's important then, when lockdown's over and we're able to, why is it so important that live music venues are open and thriving?
It's important for so many reasons. I mean, it sounds totally cliche, and I don't want to sound like a cliche, but my entire life has changed since I started doing music and going to local venues and seeing local bands and performing at local venues. I mean, I was 15 when I first started doing gigs, and that was 8 years ago. And in that 8 years, I've met so many amazing people, not just other performers, but audience members that you become friendly with, promoters that you become friendly with, the people that work at the venues. Just the whole experience is amazing. And again, without trying to sound like a cliche, I don't know what I would be doing at the moment if I didn't have the music. And I'm so thankful for the opportunities I've had over the past 8 years to be able to perform at the places that I have been able to perform at. It wouldn't be possible without any of the live music venues, and they're so important. And I think I can't stress enough how much after this people need to go and support the live music industry, because I mean it was slipping before, and I think now it's going to be such a struggle to come back from this, especially for the small sort of independent music venues. It's going to be really difficult to come back from this, and we need everyone behind the live music scene to support it. And obviously it's going to be difficult because social distancing and things in pubs and venues, I don't know how that's going to work, but when we're through this, we need to all come together and support the local arts.